Are you a first-time home buyer? Well, stay tuned because in this video, I am gonna walk you through the process of buying your very first home. So you're ready to buy your first home. Where do you start? Well, my advice to you is going to be starting with a real estate agent that you trust and that you know has your best interest. Most real estate agents work with different lenders and they will be able to refer you to a lender that will best suit your need. There are lenders that work with VA loans, FHA, conventional, and depending your unique situation, a real estate agent is going to be able to put you in the hands of the right lender. So we found our real estate agent. What next? Well, before going to a lender, I want to suggest creating a checklist with a few of these items that's going to help the process of the pre-approval go a little quicker. So in this checklist, one thing we want to have is our income. How much money do we make on a monthly base? How much money do we make on a yearly base? If you are married, we want to get that income of our spouse as well. How much do they make on a monthly base? How much money do they make on a yearly base? Another thing we want to do is check our credit, right? There are many sites out there, Credit Karma, Experian, CreditWise. They give us a good idea of what's on our credit, if we have any collections, if we got any late payments. All that stuff is very important when it comes to getting pre-approved. So we want to take a good look at that. It's going to give you a number, and it might be a little bit different than what the loan officer is going to pull because they use a different crediting system. But that's okay because we have an idea of what is on our credit. Now, another thing we want to get together is our debt. Car loans, student loans, credit card debt. Let's get an idea of how much debt we pay a month because that is very important when it comes to our debt to income ratio. If you have a spouse, we want to go ahead and gather all their debt as well so that we have an idea of how much we are paying in debt a month. Next thing you want to do is create a budget. You might get approved for more than you are wanting to spend monthly, so it's a good idea to know how much you want to spend on a mortgage. So we got our checklist ready. What is next? Well, we are going to go to the lender. We're going to seek this pre-approval. Now, one thing I want to suggest to you is to get these documents submitted as quick as possible. This lender is going to give you some tasks. They're going to tell you what it is you need to do, and we want to jump on that. It is time sensitive because we want to get that pre-approval. And remember, the longer it takes us to get our pre-approval, the longer it's going to take us to buy our very first home. So you got your pre-approval back. What is next? Well, one thing I personally like to do with my clients is create a wish list and a deal breaker list. Other agents call it a need and a want list, but I like to call it a wish list and a deal breaker list. And what is that? Well, a wish list is things that I wish I have in my house, that I want in my house, like a pool. I wish I had a pool in my house, or I wish I have a backsplash in my kitchen. Another thing might be is I wish I had a walk-in closet. Those are good ideas of wishes, something that doesn't necessarily break the deal, but it would be nice to have in your house. And what is a deal breaker list? Well, a deal breaker list is something that breaks the deal. I want 3 bedrooms and that house only has 2 bedrooms. The deal is broken. I do not want that house. Well, it is important for me to have the guest bedroom on the bottom floor and not the top floor because my parents are a little elderly, right? That breaks the deal. I need the guest bedroom on the bottom floor. Those are some ideas of some deal breakers, and it's a good idea to have this list together so that when you're going out and looking for houses, we know what houses to avoid. We know what houses to pursue. So it's a good idea to get that list together so we can be on the right track to find you your very first home. So we were out in showings trying to find the perfect house for our very first house, and we found a house that we are absolutely in love with. It. What is next? Well, the next thing to do is to make an offer on the house. Well, CJ, why do I need to make an offer on the house, right? The house is listed for $200,000. I got approved for $200,000. I just want to buy it. Well, I'm afraid it doesn't work that way. It's not like a dealership where you go into the dealership, you see a car you like, you say, hey, that's the car I like, and you can drive off with it that very next day. Real estate doesn't work that way. And so with sellers, they're going to look at an offer that is more appealing and best suits their family and what they need to sell the house. So your offer got accepted. Congratulations, you're on the right track to buying your very first house. What's next? Well, it's time to go into underwriting. And what is underwriting? Well, remember that pre-approval letter you got? It was a pre-approval letter, not an approval letter. So what happens, it's time to go into underwriting. In underwriting, what they are is they're like investigators. And what they do is they go into your history, they go into all your bank statements, they go into your credit, and they make sure that you are loan worthy. Now, this process is sometimes a little bit stressful because you're going to resubmit documents that you already submitted. You're going to be hearing back from your loan officer. They're going to be calling you for documents, and they're going to call you for more documents. They're going to call you for documents you already submitted. Underwriting is about a 30-day process, and what they're going to do is they're just going to investigate and make sure that you are absolutely loan worthy. So you've been in underwriting for about 30 days and you finally got the clear to close. And what is clear to close? Well, clear to close means that the underwriters went into your file and they made the decision that you are worthy of your loan, and you can finally go to the closing table to go and close on your house. So you're at the closing table. Where are you at, and what does that mean? Well, you are at the title office. And what happens at the title office? Well, this is where you sign all your paperwork. This is where you're taking responsibility of the loan. And when you get to the end of that packet of signing all this paperwork, the title gets transferred from the seller to you, the buyer. And this is where you become a homeowner and you get the keys in your hand. Now, this is where most people take pictures with the key, that big key saying new homeowner, and we do all this congratulations stuff. All that happens at the title office. This is where you become a homeowner. Congratulations, we did it. We made it to the finish line, and it is official because we took a picture with the big key, we took a picture with the little key, and it's uploaded to Instagram already. So it is official. We are homeowners. And what are the final steps? Well, the final steps, let's load the U-Haul. It's time to go home because we bought our very first home. It's time to celebrate. It's time to plan that housewarming party because we made it through this stressful journey that at times we probably felt we weren't going to make it through. And we did it, so let's celebrate. So I know the home buying process can be a little confusing. It can be a little bit stressful, but I hope this video provided you information that will help you navigate through your home buying process, and it would make it a little bit less intimidating because you have a step-by-step guide on what to do. If this video brought you value, subscribe to my YouTube channel where I will be uploading videos talking about all things real estate. But until then, stay encouraged.